Hi, I'm Mel, and today we're playing Stardew Valley. Although we've been doing a great job building our farm, we are still relatively early in the game, so we'll have a few intro cutscenes to go through. Because of that, this video is going to be very cutscene heavy. However, there's not too much else going on in the meantime. I've done some fishing, donated some museum artifacts, unlocked furnaces with Clint, and just generally tried to schmooze the neighbors. I didn't find anything new or interesting in terms of 1.5 content, so let's just jump into those cutscenes, shall we? As I've mentioned before, I'm a huge fan of the community center as opposed to the Joja Mart route. I've honestly never done the Joja route, but I think 1.5 added some new content, so that may be worth checking out in another video. Again, please subscribe. It's honestly just a really hard thing for me to commit to because I adore the Junimos. These guys are so cute. I love how they're so round and colorful, and the sounds they make are so cute. And they're wholesome and helpful, fixing up the community center in exchange for little offerings. The other opposing emotion is the disgust I feel for Mayor Lewis. He's moping around about how rundown the community center is instead of fixing it up or paying to fix it up. The townspeople reference the fact that they pay taxes, and yet they don't seem to be going into any of the public works. But Lewis does have the funds to somehow make solid gold statues of himself, so... Anyways, the first reward I want to unlock is definitely going to be the greenhouse. The greenhouse is great for growing crops out of season and during the winter. I feel like I can do my best in the game when I can maintain my same daily routine by tending to crops, tending to the animals, and then starting on whatever task I want to spend the day doing. I don't plan on spending too much time or focus on the community center, but I will make sure to mention if certain bundle items can be found in a special location or a special season while we're going through the game. And of course, if I finish a bundle or a room in the community center, I will be sure to include that and any of the cutscenes that go along with them. Maybe I should do a roundup video all about the community center once I've finished it. Anyways, we're just about done here with this judgmental old fart. Oh, yes, Lewis is finally leaving. Thank goodness. He's the type of boss that keeps you from getting your own work done. Oh, so if this is your first time playing, don't forget to go back into the community center once the little cutscene is done and inspect the tablet that's on the floor in the bottom left room. Doing so is what's going to trigger the quests actually unlocking. However, that won't be until the next in-game day, so let's go ahead and check out the mines while we're waiting for that. So the only other game like Stardew Valley that I've ever played was the very first Harvest Moon. And that game has dating and farming, but that was basically it. So I feel like the mines are so unique and interesting. If you've played some of the more recent Harvest Moon games, please let me know if they've added the mines or something similar. I'd be interested to know how the games have changed. Anyways, just as a brief description, the mines are a great resource for crafting materials, museum artifacts, and of course, combat with the monsters. The further down in the mine you go, the better the loot and the harder the monsters get. And on certain levels, there are chests of special items. Lots of fun. If I'm not fishing, you can definitely find me in the mines. But with that, we've already moved on to the next day, and we're starting off with a letter from Rasmodius the Wizard. I always forget that he actually has a name because he's just listed as Wizard in the social tab of the menu. You may remember that in the last video I mentioned that there is some juicy drama between Abigail's parents and a third person. This is him. This is that person. As we continue on, we'll uncover more of the sordid details. For now, just take note that both he and Abigail have similar hair colors. It's so interesting to me that Rasmodius acts like there's this great prophecy foretelling our arrival when we're just some little farmer in this podunk town, and it's never mentioned ever again. This is the sort of plot hook that needs to be followed up on. Or maybe it's actually a calamity prophecy.
Beware of Mel, she's coming to break your children's hearts.
Even though we're getting a pretty extensive cutscene here, we don't get to learn too much about the wizard, which I think is a real shame. It's a real shame he's not more social. I feel like his character would be a great opportunity for an enchanting or a potions mechanic, or even just learning his cool teleportation spell. There's another cutscene later on where he talks about his ex-wife, but it honestly feels a little bit weird to me. Like, I'm happy to help, but it would have been nice to have a few more hard events, so I'd feel like we were actually close enough for me to break into her house for you. We need to be really close for me to consider committing crimes for you. Man, I never get used to his crazy expressions. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Oh, I bet that stinks to high heaven. Drink up! Drink up grubs? No, 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 no. Oh, there I go. I'm surprised that gave us an energy boost. We're looking pretty green here, and I don't know about you, but I usually don't feel so perky after eating something gross. I have never done drugs, but I feel like this is what it would be like to be on drugs. Oh, okay, so they're not tablets, but scrolls from the Junimos. Got it. Oh man, he doesn't even watch out for you after he gives you his drugs. He just dumps you on his front stoop while you come down. That's so rude. Alright, thanks so much for joining me in this video. Just by way of update, I wanted to let you know that I have leveled up foraging and fishing again, farming, and mining, and I made it to level 5 in the mines. And that's it for today. Thanks again for joining me on this Let's Play adventure, and thanks for your patience while I finished editing this video. I do have a full-time job, so I edit when I can on weekends and evenings. If you enjoyed my content and you'd like to get updated when the next video is released, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye!